Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be an April tarot reading for Aquarius. The spread that I'm using for April is I offer in the description box underneath here in the list of readings for sale. It's Lenormand 9 grid, but instead of using the Lenormand for every reading, because there's 12 of them, I'm just picking whatever deck I feel called to. So for the Aquarius grid, I'm using the Dreams of Gaia tarot, and then I'm going to have an oracle card that gives an overview of the reading, and for that I'm using the Work Your Light oracle. So I've cleared and shuffled the cards, and I'm going to get this spread laid out. But while I'm doing this, oh, I guess that one's sideways, I would like to point out that March, being the number 3, was dealing with a lot of Empress energy, working on things related to the feminine. Okay, I'm just going to leave these as slightly askew. And then April, number 4, is related to Emperor energy, so we're dealing potentially with changes and revelations going on for the masculine energy. So let me go ahead and get a Work Your Light oracle, and we'll see what the main topic of the reading is about. That one popped right out of there. It kind of came out at an off angle, but usually when these cards are inverted, it means delay or confusion, but it's coming off at an angle, and it's like I'm starting to steer into this. Steering into the wind. So we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Now, what's interesting is that I said that March is about the feminine energy, and we have a feminine here. This is kind of like Justice, but without the balance. She's taken up the sword. She's interested in the Ace of Swords, what's going on with the truth. To me, that's more Libra, Venus energy than it is Aquarius. Let me see what these other cards are. Let's get all these crooked ones first. 7 of Swords. This is usually the, like, sneaky ninja energy. 7 of Swords. Traditionally the Moon in Aquarius, although I've reassigned it Pluto energy, so it could be either or both. But what's interesting is that Pluto is in Capricorn, and the ruler, Saturn, is in Aquarius right now. We also have the Moon energy sideways, so it's like I'm moving into this, and then also this idea of, like, I'm waking up. But Plutonic energy is Scorpionic. It's, like, very dark in the depths. But also, like, for me, the collective unconscious. Whereas Aquarius is the collective consciousness. There's a distinction there. So this is coming at an angle. We have the 9 of Cups inverted. Pheromone here. So it looks like her. Like depression, sadness, nightmare. I've lost hold of my dreams. But this is coming in at about the same angle that this one was. That's like, why am I moving towards the truth? Because I want to be out of this depressive phase where all my dreams seem to turn to crap and run away from me. In the challenge position, we have 3 of Air. Now this is typically the heartbreak card, but in this position, it looks like a lower vibration of the learning card. And I think, let me see if that's still in here. I want to see if it hasn't popped up later in the reading. Give me a second here. Oh, it's called Knowledge. So this is one of the major arcana cards. Like, Kid always looks like Hermione Granger to me. In pants. So this is a 9 knowledge in this deck in place of where the Hermit would normally be. But here it's coming in as... It's like, not only is it a low vibration, but it's like the square root. And it's giving me this idea that... Well, and also because there's a 9 here. It's like the root of my sadness is that I haven't learned from this scenario yet, and it keeps repeating. Right? I need this class to graduate, and I failed it twice already. I better join that study group. Now I have 3 of Cups inverted as well. This is usually the party all the time card, but here it just seems like a slightly lower depression. You know, like, I don't feel depressed, I just don't really feel anything. And then we have healing here at 11. So this is universal timing. It's coming in smack dab in the middle. We have what looks like the magician here, the wizard. The sort of final form of the masculine energy. Right, because the masculine has the youth, which is like Mercury or the Fool. And then the Emperor, which is like the father, like the man in his prime. And then the magician or the wizard is the wise man, the sort of like a priest king, co-creative, in tune with the universe, the seer. And he's got these purple robes on too, which means that his crown and third eye is open. He's in league with the universe. He's in alignment. So you have Wisdom 10 inverted. Now, in my music deck, which I'm redoing, Judgment is Wisdom. But here, it's in place of where the Wheel would normally be, except that the card looks like the Hermit. Now, when the Hermit's inverted, it usually means of coming out of the cave. But again, it's this idea here, especially with this 9 that I summoned, to me being very much like Virgo energy in place of the number 9 where the Hermit would usually be. It's like, again, it's just like I haven't obtained the wisdom. Like, I can't, like, let me come out here and see if I can get better light on this page so I can read it. This is the Seneschal. I don't know why I said this is. 12 of... The 12 in Pentacles suit, in the Earth suit here. The Seneschal is sort of like the bodyguard for the King and the Queen, in the basic sense of the term. This is where the Knight of Pentacles would normally be. And the energy here, Leo and Virgo. So sort of Virgo energy across this whole thing here. Virgo, to me, is like it can be the inner child of the Empress. But what's interesting is that it's coming in with Leo, which is the masculine energy. Leo is sort of like an alternate for the Emperor. Roughly. In the same way that the moon would be an alternate for the Empress. And what's interesting is that we have a dog on here, which reminds me of Loyalty from the Lenormand, which is normally an 18. As a knight, the Knight of Pentacles is sort of the slow knight. Like, he's steadfast, but he's chunking along. I feel like this is coming in as sort of a protector of material interests. Like, I'm protecting my body. I'm I'm trying to self-care even though it's slowing me down because I can't deal with, like, I want this depression and this fuckery to dissolve even if I feel numb, because I'm trying to figure out what the lesson was from this crap happening over and over again. And this understanding is what's going to lead to this mind and body alignment and healing. But let's see what these other two cards are. How much time have I got? Okay. So here we have the Queen of Earth inverted, 13. This bull here, or bison, I guess, because it could be a female cow, is telling me Taurian energy, which is the Empress. But let me see what this is supposed to be. Sagittarius and Capricorn energy, but it's inverted. So Jupiter and Saturn both in Aquarius. I feel like this is the Aquarian energy. It's like I'm having a hard time manifesting in the material world. It's like I need protection. Like, it's hard for a bitch out here. And then we have choice. So this is in place of where the Fool would be. Now the Fool is Uranus energy, which is Aquarius. But here we have a decision to make. Right? There's a triptych door here. Now, in a triptych door situation, usually there's two fake doors and then there's a real one in the middle. But it's this idea of, you know, can you, when you're given a situation, do you have enough knowledge? Do you have enough alignment with the universe to be able to tap into your heart center, your solar center, that third eye energy? Are you going to be able to download the information you need from your crown to detect which path is resonating with you, which one is lighting up? And I'm also getting this idea of darkness and lightness in here. It's like there is no good or bad, there's only information. Right? It's like the universe is splitting itself into trillions upon trillions of different individuals so that it can bring data back up. It's like, you know, if you're playing like Dungeons and Dragons or something, and your character is always an elf, you're only ever going to learn what it is to be elf. If you decide, you know what, this decade, I'm gonna be, like the warrior guy, so I know what it's like. Or this time I'm gonna be a bard, or, you know, this time I'm gonna be like a hunter or tracker. I don't know what the different types. Oh, it's like a dwarf, an elf, a barbarian, and then something else. I'm thinking of the game Hero Quest because I've never actually played Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe just like a regular dude is the fourth one. But anyway, it's like if you play a different character, right? It's like you can play Sonic or you can play Tails. You can play Mario or you can play Luigi. There's a different experience for each character. So it's never inherently good or evil, but there's a resonance there. Try to wrap this up and see what the whole thing is. Essentially, this is like I keep making the same choice over and over again, and I haven't learned from it yet, and it's made me unhappy. I've been self-sabotaging. I'm starting to see the writing on the wall here, and I want to make a different choice. I'm not seeing anything happening in the material world yet, or this could be my body doesn't feel good. But as a 13, it could be there's a visceral transformation happening, a visceral internal transformation. Because inverted doesn't always mean no, it can be internal. This could be internal with internal illumination. And again, it's like I feel like I need to protect myself. But how do you do that? Well, by healing this so you don't always feel like you're being attacked from the inside out. I'm like, why does everybody hate me? Why am I keep doing this? Why am I always like disappointed? And it feels like it might be related to... It feels like it could be related to romantic, but it's not explicitly because there's so much emotion here. But it really has to do with anything that makes you feel stabbed in the back. And the thing that people do most of the time that's repeated over and over again is relationship patterns. Other things they tend to catch on pretty soon, like, ooh, I just got swindled in business, I'm not doing that again. Whereas it's like if they're in a relationship, they're like, oh, but I love them. Why does this keep happening to me? Because there's this sort of promise that it's gonna be different, but the thing is, maybe you haven't learned which person is resonating. You just say, oh, this is what I remember, not what is vibrating on the same level. So this, what have you answered your deepest calling? Deepest calling is to alignment of self, for healing and wisdom, for some kind of emotional maturity that's been blocked by mental states, but that could be the ego talking you out of graduating to a higher level. Alright, so let's get over here. If you want to get a personal reading, get my sign in the frame here. The complete list of readings I have and how much they cost is going to be in the description box underneath here. And then you can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. All of my social media and contact points and merchandise links are through my Linktree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. I've got coloring books. I've got a dark poetry book. I have merch, like shirts and phone cases and stuff over on Cafe Press. I've got art prints with some other little gifts on DeviantArt. I've got actual art items on Etsy, so I got my chapbook packs, which is like a synchronicity stimulus packet. It's like throwing down a few cards. Images and writing and potentially numbers. I've got art on Etsy. Besides that, I've got these foam lotus things. I've got a couple of stuffed animals, flat art, painting, drawing, etching, watercolor. I think that's it. If you'd like to help keep my channel chunking along, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And then if you want stuff for that kind of money, there's all these products that you can get. A lot of it's brightly colored, psychedelic, abstract. Some of it's fashion design. Some of it's like dinosaurs and teeth and ouchy bitey things, book characters, celebrity portraits, typographical doodles, and so on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.